Look, yes, it's a fact. The world is spinning. Not very well, but certainly faster and faster. Man in the midst of it all. If he creates the conditions for this acceleration, he must also cope with it. Let's take a closer look. So first, the Homo sapiens, nomadic and tribal. 190,000 years later, he evolves, settles down, and gets organized. We progress with the printing press. It's all different. The Enlightenment, the English, French, American revolutions. We're almost there. Here's the Industrial Revolution, giving birth to capitalism. Beginning of the 20th century, man controls his world. There's structure. Ford, Taylor, it goes on. World War II, we rebuild and revive the consumption machine. Then, the Information Society finally emerges. Great. Now let's zoom in a little bit on operations in the enterprise world since the post-war. 1945 to 1975, the Glorious 30. A growing consumer society. All is well. This healthy capitalism is organized around very well-laid hierarchies. Vertical decision-making is the daily lot. We predict, plan, coordinate, and most of all, we speed up. Innovation is a useless risk. It's the volumes that create the margin. 1975 to 1995, the dangerous 20. Well, things get a tad more complicated. With the beginning of globalization, competition becomes fiercer. To have profit, differentiation becomes the second means to create margin after volume. To stand out, we innovate heavily and capture customers. And since 95, the volatile times. No more growth, households consume less, unemployment goes up, globalization hurts. Today, modern man reinvents himself every day. We enter an economy focused on access and use, whereas the 20th century was centered around possessions. This changes it all. We consume virtual things, and being becomes more important than having. Today, the internet helps us reach a wide and targeted audience. Enterprises are in direct and constant relation with customers and all stakeholders. This allows them to closely match expectations, but also forces them to keep moving. Well, things change fast. So here's the principle of tomorrow's enterprise: agility. Goodbye vertical operations. It's now time for more horizontal or neuronal operations. Big enterprises reorganize in small, agile entities. What's vital is that they communicate among themselves and with interlocutors. When a change in direction is decided, bam! Everyone starts to shift. I'm telling you, agility. The three performance drivers in enterprises are anticipation, cooperation, innovation. All this for the sake of all stakeholders' well-being. Anticipating means acting proactively, aware of risks, and mostly of consequences. Cooperating means acting by always seeking a satisfied outcome in a very close relationship among employees and with customers. Innovation is a state of mind as well as a dosage. I'm always ready to innovate, and when I do it, I only innovate what I must in order to stay relevant. To last, our enterprises need to adapt to this new world and be ready at any moment to spin as fast as it does. And this is organizational agility.